Alright, we're back. Chat is working now. Here's your proof. There we go, chat's working. 10 out of 10. Don't know what the problem with it was. But it should be all good now. Don't know what the issue was, just turn the system, just turn the software off and on again. It worked. But yeah, in regards to your earlier statement, Star, Fatal Frame is probably the better name. It's one of the rare exceptions where the American name, being different from the Japanese and European name, is the better name. Because Mega Drive is better than Genesis. Alright, so we tried this out last week and it crashed whenever we picked up an item. I've been through it since and it's not doing that now. So hopefully this is going to work and we can do a full playthrough of Project Spooky Zone. Move that controller wire. Go. How's everybody doing? There's also the case, I saw you just followed me, Star, which is weird. I thought you already were following me. But it also says that the alerts weren't working, which is also an issue. So let's test those now. Where are my alerts? They removed the alerts from this thing. They removed the test alerts. Oh. Hey, Clem. That's irritating. I was hoping it'd be fixed. I've got the thing on the left here that says Amber's live. Hey, Ninja. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while. You doing okay? At least the chat's working now. It wasn't a minute ago. Okay. There's also a thing here. I can't seem to test the alerts anymore through the bot, which is fun. Let's see. Take another look at Streamlabs. Test it through the headphone off so I can hear. Alert box, test something. There it is. It messed up, but it is working. Okay, so that's working. Let's try the raid again. Alright. Okay, so the alerts are working, which is nice. Just in case anything happens. There. Just close the window. It's raining. Alright. So, Project Zero, Fatal Frame. Who's played this game? I'm not stalling, what are you talking about? I've seen it played. I've seen 2 and 4 played, I've not seen the first one played. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. You can get them on the US PSN as PS2 Classics on PS3. I don't know how good they are because, let's be fair, the PS2 Classics on PS3 are very hit and miss. Wasn't very good at it. Was it me? Are you from the future? Alright. I guess we'll stop messing around and actually start playing the game.
I wonder how long it's been since my brother and I began to see things other people can't see. My big brother, he was so sweet and kind. He was the only one I could open up to about these visions. After our mother died, he was my only family.
Yeah, we gotta remember, this game doesn't have subtitles.
Mansion.
I mean, we take subtitles for granted these days.
My brother was in search of someone.
Oh, if the game's too long, let me turn it on for you.
Junsei Takamine, a famous novelist, and a man my brother was very indebted to, disappeared while researching a book.
It's probably going to be a quiet game as well. How's that?
When he told me that he got a lead on Mr. Takamine's whereabouts,
Yeah, almost whispers.
I felt uneasy, like he was going far away.
Alright. I imagine it's, for the most part, a quiet game. Alright, let's go.
Forbidden rituals of this area. It looks like Mr. Takamine was doing research into them.
Not the Spook Mansion.
I wonder if his group is still here.
Looks like a person covered with cloth. Ugh. Well, time to go. Mr. Takamine should be in the mansion somewhere. I've got to find him. Fast. Because you know what those Japanese ghosts are like. Oh no, this is Japan. They don't cover people with cloths to be ghosts in Japan. In Japan, they're all pale skin and white hair, and they attach to you and follow you home and then kill your entire family. Something fell from the ceiling. Okay, so pick this up. There's a box of film on the floor. Type 14 film. Typical Thursday. Camera controls 1. While holding the camera, press circle in to take the shooting stance and to enter finding mode. You can take photos with the X or R1 button while in finder mode. While in finder mode, you can control the player's viewpoint with the left analog stick. Press square to move the finder quickly. Press triangle to turn around. Use the right analog stick to move around while in shooting stance. Killed my family again. And it hasn't crashed. That means we can do this spooky horror game. Okay, so we can still move around, but we do it with the right analog stick. And that bothers me. It's very much counter to how we do all of that these days, where you'd still move with the left analog stick, but aim with the right. I escaped into the mansion where I thought I was safe. Yet. This is gonna go poorly. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Unless a ghost attaches itself to me and horribly murders both me and my family. In which case, I'll see you soon. We're in a mansion, it fits. It's not so much that it's a silly control scheme, it's that it's an old control scheme. This isn't the only game I've ever played with that kind of thing. You gotta love the lack of colour. Hello, ghost. Is that what that bit on the bottom right means? Check. Here we go. File, scraps. That's all I've got. All first-person shooters aren't necessarily so bad as long as they have an ability to strafe along with turning. It's like I did Star Wars Dark Forces as a weekend one-off for Star Wars month, and it plays pretty well. The biggest problem is to strafe. You have to hold a button and then the turn controls become strafe, and it makes things a lot more difficult than it should be, and it means you can't circle strafe. Whereas if they just put strafe to L1 and R1, it'd play perfectly. But as it is, you can't circle strafe, and that's a major problem. That's probably a game mechanic that the door shuts like that. Old suit of armour here. Doesn't seem to be just for show, it's seen some hard use. And that's when we turn this game off and start playing Onimusha instead. Dust has been disturbed around the sunken fireplace, as if it had been used recently. Just about to make a reference. Always there with the references, Ninja. Those antiques might have been worth something at some point, but that boom has passed. What is this? It's apparently nothing, even though that looks like writing. So I feel like it's probably a thing. Damn it, I got the controls mixed up and was trying to aim with the right stick. I feel like it's a thing that happens in Project Zero. That whoever you play as in the prologue dies. But I don't know for sure. These stairs are broken. Oh no, not my butt. That's where I keep all my toys. The books are falling apart. I can't even read the covers. What does the blue mean? Old books, they're about dark rituals. Did they belong to the man that lived here? There's an old clock here. It's been stopped for a while. There are cobwebs. There's a very oppressive soundtrack they've got going in the background. Dee-doo. Broken partition screen. Do-do-do-do. Bitter. To be fair though, like, you want... This is his walking, this is his running. Maybe Japanese people are just way more relaxed about this shit. Okay, so the furthest we got last time was here. And then it crashed. So let's try this again.
This notebook, it's Mr. Takamine's.
And then the ghost started climbing the stairs. Japanese ghosts are the worst. Always so vengeful.
That was Mr. Takamine, so he did come here.
It's not so much a run button as a move slightly faster button. One of those things where people look like they might be running, but they're not actually moving that much faster than they are when they walk. If you know what I mean. Hello? I hope he doesn't appear behind me. Hello? Ah! You're not a friendly ghost. Shooting ghosts. Bring a gun. Do you want to walk slightly faster button? Hold up the camera with the circle button and press the shutter with the X button to attack ghosts. When the target is inside the circle, the power, mystical power, accumulates. The damage you inflict on the ghost goes up as you accumulate more power in the camera. When you have the ghost in your viewfinder and the circle glows, take a shot. You can inflict heavy damage when you take a shot during a shutterbug moment. Attack. Laser. Ah! Not my butt. Is that enough? It's gonna take me a while, but eventually I'll get used to moving in first person with the right analog stick.
I captured a ghost with this camera. This camera has the power to expose things the normal eye can't see. I remember the incident from which I learned of its unique power to capture ghosts.
You see, that's what makes you think this guy's on something, the voice acting. Alright, where are my options? Controls. Jeez, it goes up to H. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 control schemes. You don't get the option to change the analog stick functions around. Jeez. To be fair, this is tech mode. They did later make a game about taking pictures of girls. It was called Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Okay, so there's a door here. But then there was also a room here. One of these is probably going to kill me. There's a black padlock on the door. To be fair, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball is actually a fun game. It's a pretty fun volleyball game, and it's got a bunch of minigames around that. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty good for what it is. You gotta love this old, oh, analog sticks only just came into use. So if you want to move, you want to aim faster, hold square. There isn't anything in the chest of drawers. Is this the broken stairs? Staircase falling down. Probably been down a while, nothing to do with Takamine. Something horrible is going to happen, I can feel it. I think the first time I had to use an analog stick was Devil May Cry 1. And that's not a game you want to play while you're learning to use an analog stick. It's like every other game before that, it's like it had the option of analog controls, but you could use the D-pad. It's like, I'm used to using the D-pad, I'll use the D-pad. And then Devil May Cry is like, no, you'll use the analog stick and you'll fucking like it. I think MGS2 still let you use the D-pad. This is actually really worrying. I've got it here, we can check later if we remember. The PS2 version of Metal Gear Solid Substance. The door to the entrance is open, but I'm sure it was closed just a while ago. It was. Because I remarked on it, it's like, that's probably a gameplay mechanic. And it just closed again. I'm already getting spooked. Oh, is this where this guy dies? I'm pretty sure the prologue characters always die in these games. There's a ghost behind me, isn't there? There's always a ghost behind you. The board was there when we came in, though. Oh, we don't see what happens to him.
It's been 2 weeks since I last heard from my brother. But he left a note that led me to this place. I felt as though something was calling me here.
Gotcha, bitch. Hey, Magic. How you doing, buddy?
Mafuyu.
Well, now we really are a Japanese schoolgirl. The most powerful character. That's not disconcerting at all. The strangling ritual, first night. Now presented in Technicolor.
What is
The most powerful Japanese schoolgirl. Oh god, the ghosts are here already.
Did someone just...
Well, my brother's dead. God damn it. I just wanted to leave and go home and tell my parents that my brother's dead and he's never coming back and he's probably haunting this place for eternity. And then maybe have some cereal. Just gonna touch you. Kiss on the chin. I don't want that from a dead ghost. I'm not doing too bad, Magic. For the minute. Things are gonna change. We're getting the spooks here. Cell phones in 1986. Kind of cell phone you could beat a ghost with. And we don't have the camera. Which means if a ghost attacks, we're screwed. Yep. And ghosts come up on me, I'm gonna beat them to death with my cell phone. Cold air is flowing in through a big hole in the floor. Something fell through here? Hmm. There's an angry-looking mask on the wall. That's probably the source of the ghost. I should destroy it. Something on the floor. I got the herbal medicine. Just that beating a ghost to death with a phone. Who are you gonna call? Alright, take a shot. Save the game. Overwrite the save file. So the bit I did before where I went, didn't actually get me. We knew it was coming because we saw that last week when we tried this game. That got me a little bit. God damn it, ghosts. Oni-chan. You dead? The camera. Oh god, he was being attacked by hands. I hate it when ghosts get all handsy. Miku? Camera of Destiny.
To my brother?
Yeah, the camera obscura. Picked up my brother's camera and a notebook from the floor. Mom's old camera. Brother had this with him for some reason because this was 1986. You could be carrying weird shit with you, people wouldn't say anything about it. Found a note inside Mafuyu's notebook. Mafuyu's notebook. Kimuro Mansion investigation. Kimuro Mansion was once the home of a large landowner that controlled vast areas of land. They also say that the site held some special significance that had to do with the Shinto rituals of the region. I couldn't find any detailed books about these Shinto rituals though. The last master of the Kimuro family line massacred his entire household. Later, another family that tried to live there disappeared. Because of incidents like these, nobody visits the mansion today and it lies in ruins. Maybe that's why there aren't any accounts of the Shinto rituals and why the exact location of the place isn't recorded anywhere. September 24th, daylight. The ghosts have escaped the mansion. Somehow, I'm still alive. I've had a bad feeling ever since I came to this mansion. I'm leaving notes in this notebook just in case anything happens to me. I've got to find Mr. Takamine and the others. I hope it's not too late. There are many other notes and news articles inside the notebook. Are these ghosts collectibles? December 25th. I done fucked up. Somebody save me. Let your warm arms break right through me. I'm making all the references today in hopes of fighting off the spooks. I'm the only one Shaun reflected in the mirror. Who could that woman be? Alright, let's go. There's an old suit of armour here. Makes me think of Onimusha 3. Oh, what's this? There's a lion mask on the chest of drawers. There's a medicine container near the ornamental lion mask. I got the herbal medicine. To be fair, it's 1986. She could be an idiot and nobody would know. Push the button, push the button. I can see through time. Also, I have a limited amount of film. That's probably not good. I got more film. Rose Shadow. There was a spin-off game to Project Zero for the 3DS called Spirit Camera, which I think used the augmented reality idea. I never played it. I heard it was kind of but the idea seemed kind of neat. I don't feel anybody's presence behind the sliding screen. Yeah. Like, the idea for Spirit Camera seems to be like what I said Nintendo should do with Pokemon Snap. I always said Nintendo should do like an AR version of Pokemon Snap for 3DS. Never did. And now they're finally doing a Pokemon Snap sequel that was announced today. Now you too can go to the landfills of the Pokemon world and take pictures of Trubbish and Garbodor. Just like you always wanted. I've almost gone through a litre of milk drink already. There's something on the floor. I got the herbal medicine. Prophecy is fulfilled. The most off-putting part of this is the camera. It really is. And this door's still got the padlock on it. It's locked. I hear something on the other side. Oh, maybe someone's in there. Well, my brother's dead. Broken partition screen here. Spooky camera angle.
Where have you both gone?
Did it get darker? This thing that looked important that we couldn't examine is the brother. Hello, you must be the friendly ghost. Ah! That's a weirdly long finger you got there, little ghost girl.
Should I take a photo?
I don't know, should I listen to the ghost? The main thing here is, like, okay, unlike a bunch of stuff like this, we can't just leave. It's not a case of, I can't leave until I find my brother. It's a case of, no, the door won't open for some reason. I don't think French girls wore kimonos. Or yukata. I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, camera controls 2. In Finder mode, you can see things that can't be seen with the naked eye. Try taking a photo if the controller vibrates or if you hear strange noises. The controller's vibrating right now to the heartbeat, though. Ah, yes, take a picture of me like one of your Japanese girls. What are we looking at? What's going on? What does it mean? Okay. No folding screen in the photo, a door appears where the screen should be. But there's also the thing, like, this can't be heavy. If you thought there was a door behind there, by, like, looking over here, and you can see the door behind it, you could just move the folding screen. It seems like a lot of steps to just find a door behind a folding screen. It's clearly a real folding screen as well.
Just like in the photo.
Just like in the photo. Been gift battles a lot lately, Clem. Yeah, I think you said that on Tuesday. Monday? We streamed on Monday. This votive lamp is not lit. It is really disorienting to move with the right analog stick and aim with the left. You have no idea how weirdly difficult it is. 10 rounds, 10 battles per round. What is that? Small piece of paper on the chest. It looks like a news clipping. Late yesterday, a human body was found with no limbs in Himuro Mountain, located in the southern region of the prefecture. The body's hands, feet and head were all torn off. The police are investigating the case as both a murder and an accident. Someone accidentally had their hands, feet and head torn off. The body has not been identified, but is believed to be a man around the age of 30. Police are also taking into consideration the fact that a body, mutilated in the same manner, was found in the same location 15 years ago. Happens all the time. So are they just collectibles? Spontaneous dismemberment. There's something. Box of film. Huh. Yeah, my arm just blew off. Hate when that happens. Okay, so this one's stronger. That's probably going to be something we'll save for later. Those fidget spinners are deadly. Alright, let's check this door. Sliding doors being held by some powerful force. Kick it then. Run around, get around, I get around, yeah. Go around, get around, I get around, I get around. Yeah, this seems unfriendly. A tape recorder? Ugh. Where'd it go? Press the wrong button. That's kind of worrying because the ghosts don't have to come through the door to get you. The ghost could just appear next to you. Because Japanese ghosts are dicks. See, like all those hands. Ghosts suck.
What was that?
Covered with dust, but seems to work barely. Structural weaknesses. Ghosts don't use doors. Stops in the middle. Let me go look at this.
September 9th, 5:40 p.m. The mansion was nowhere to be seen on the map, so we finally had to ask the locals how to find it. They told us that Himuro Mansion had been empty for several decades now. The same ones who told us where it was also warned us not to come here, which was quite disconcerting.
Disconcerting when people who tell you where something is tell you not to go there. Because you'd think, why would they just not tell you where it is then? More herbal medicine. Probably gonna need that. Old kimono chest. Bullshit, that's where you keep treasure. Small mirror stand, but the mirror is missing, the drawer is locked. Welcome to Mirror Mansion, designed by George Trevor. Well, to be fair, Asian countries tend to do fairly well with herbal medicine. It's something they've been doing for a long time. Well, this is the only help I can give you, buddy. Go in peace. The camera began to glow with mystical power. To be fair, like if you're rubbing leaves on yourself, you don't know what they are, then you're kind of stupid. The camera's seal. You can acquire mystical power by damaging ghosts. Select camera from the menu screen. Access the power-up screen to unlock the seal on the camera with the accumulated mystical power and power up. When you unlock auxiliary function seals, you enable many special attacks. To use the enabled auxiliary function, press L1 button while in the shooting stance. The number of auxiliary functions you can use is limited to the number of spirit stones in your inventory, so be frugal. Yeah, it sounds like something you should probably stop doing. Stop rubbing plants on yourself when you don't know what they are. The right plants. Basic performance is probably a good idea. Bonus function. Okay. Maximum charge value, charge time, wider capture circle. That's probably a good idea. And be careful, man. People will lie to you. People will lie to you all the time. I could be lying to you right now. You don't know. I might not even be here. I might be a ghost. I had the idea of having like a little ghost appear behind me for the stream, but I need a green screen set up for that. It's not set up. Special ghost gun. What if the guy who sold you the gun was lying? Alright, what I wanted to do actually was move this over here. Don't mind me, I'm just rearranging everything. Move these over here. And also the box. Not that one. Okay, so get rid of that. There we go. Move the chat a little bit. There we go. Ghostface. Ghostface was behind this the whole time. And they're like that. That's good. Alright. I want you to remember that for the rest of the stream, that behind the game screen is a ghost face. So even when you can't see them, the ghosts are there. Yeah, I think this works. It's like what we did on Tuesday, where I had the camera on the bottom left. I move this over here, it works better. Alright. Anyway, enough messing around. White tape number 2. What is this one?
September 9th, 9:40 p.m. It seemed dangerous to walk through the mountain at night, so we decided to spend the night here and continue our work. I've been through several rooms already. Unlike the exterior, the interior is still in quite good shape. A little earlier, I thought I saw a white, shadowy figure of a woman in the hallway near the entrance. I'll keep track of such sightings and publish them in a later account.
Oh, I'm guessing the guy who recorded this was a ghost. Because that voice was very lifeless. I don't have a badumch ready. I'd set one up, but you're not going to get jokes like that in often enough for it. Okay. Something feels off. What mirror stand? What mirror stand? This? This? Oh, that. Oh, that's the mirror stand. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Which suggests that the mirror we need for that will be where the lion mask is. I didn't shut this door. Oh shit. It's probably actually pretty simple to do, magic. Have it set up as a command to pop up. Set to a command like maybe exclamation darkness. Set to go off, somebody types exclamation darkness. And then you could have a video of something like that. Or just like a quick sound snippet. Be pretty simple to do. Something reflecting the light inside the ornamental lion mask. I found a red hand mirror inside the ornamental lion mask. I got the red hand mirror. Yeah, I totally get that. That's why we just did, just moved, like just completely flipped the stream around in the middle of the stream, because I forget to do it otherwise. Hey, ghosts. I don't like that. Back here, you cowardly bitch. More herbal medicine. The board on this door. I have a map? Okay. This is the entrance. This is where the other boarded door was. Alright. Stuck on the wall. Ah, fuck you, ghost. Ghost a dick. Have I found a door that requires a key yet?
It's that person I just saw. The ropes.
Faint shadows of ropes on the man's neck, arms, and legs. Which matches up with that newspaper clipping we saw. Yeah, that's a fair point there, Magic. It is very rude to walk around somebody's house with shoes on in Japan. You are totally right. Ninja. You f***ing mind. Oh, come on, I got that. This is a lot harder to control than it really should be. Oh god, there's loads of them. Jeez. Is it just one? Is teleporting? Get off me. God damn it. You know, this is feeling kinda like Resident Evil Gaiden. The issue really is the, when we go into the camera mode, we move with the right analog stick but aim with the left, and... Mysterious stone enhances the camera's power and enables auxiliary functions. Alright. Can we use one? Oh, I have 3. I can't use it here. Okay. So I think that was one ghost that was just teleporting around. You're that ninja. I didn't check this area out. Yes, I did. The cupboard the guy died in was over there. Everything's okay. For now. Oh, yeah, no, it looks like the stream's dying. Magic. I'm pausing. I want to drive at the time while we're not doing anything. Yep, the frame rate's dying. Always fun, that. How's it looking on my end? Oh, great. Oh, wait, no. Jeez. And then it came back and jumped really high up. Okay, so it seems to be better now. Oh, no, there it goes again. Okay. We'll give it a minute. Give it a minute. There it goes again. Really? Nothing? The bitrate is all over the place. Oh. It always looks really small without the headphones. Okay, it seems to be back. Probably ghosts. Probably ghosts. It's always ghosts. Okay, it seems to be back. Alright. Let me know if you have any more problems, guys. Without you guys here, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this on my own. Take your damn shoes off. Alright, let's get back to the spooks. You know, I'm beginning to think I don't have a good spook face. Alright, that was locked, but that's with a board. Everywhere that I know, the black lock. There. That's the only thing I know that's locked, rather than boarded up. Okay. Getting creepy. Well, that bodes well. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you have a very good, spooky, reactive face. We'll see, though, if we get more spooks. Yeah, that's where it goes. I was right. I want to fight the ghost with hours. This isn't the kind of game I'd really play on my own, honestly. Japanese horror is terrifying. American horror, or Japanese trying to do American horror, it's fine. Japanese horror is fucking terrifying. Alright, but with this, we'll be right back after these messages. And we're back. Yeah, if you ever have buffering issues, Ninja, it's worth pausing and restarting the stream, because that'll load you back up to as current as you can get. And if it starts buffering after that, then the stream might be having a bit of trouble. Grandfather clock in Japan. It's entirely possible. I mean, I can't think of any other way they'd tell time. Old book written in charcoal ink on the shelf underneath the urn. Research scrap. Secret rituals of the Himuro family. Many rituals and customs have been passed down through the generations of the Himuro family. Most of them are lost. The only things that we have left now are some documents that record these rituals as a legend. Hardly any of the oral history remains. This is because all of the Himuro family members are dead, and those who are close to the family have kept quiet about the ritual. One ritual in particular, performed on December 13th, is shrouded in mystery. People who lived near the mansion stayed inside on that particular day, and even now it is considered bad luck to leave the windows open on that date. I can only assume this is due to the cruel nature of the ritual, but the truth remains unknown. We're all living in the past, Ninja. How big's this room? 3 doors. 3 doors down. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman, my kryptonite. Looks like an old brazier. So much dust inside that I can't see the bottom. 10 seconds seems about right. It's not a bad delay. Small kimono hangs here. From the size, it looks like a little girl's. It's faded down. We've got the medieval music on the Be Right Back screen. It makes me think, yeah, maybe we should do medieval soon. Oh, hey, a save point. 8 seconds. 8 seconds is pretty good. Okay. Weird camera angle. Audio tape. Red tape? Wrong button. Yeah, so many games. The main reason behind me streaming is to get through games. To reinvigorate my interest in playing games again. And at this point that we're doing right now, to play through some of the backlog stuff.
September 10th, 10:20 a.m. We discovered some disturbing photos in a chest of drawers. Could these be the folklorist's children mentioned in Koji's notes? The photo is quite old and shows some kids playing tag. In the corner of the photo, there's a faint image of a young girl in a white kimono. Her finger is pointed this way, and her eyes look as if she's making some silent accusation.
Interesting. I played the demo of the medieval remake when that came out. I can link you to it if you want to check it. Check it out, Ninja. Did a blind run through the demo of the remake when the demo came out for Halloween last year. I can link to that. But overall, my opinions on the demo, I've not bought the remake yet. My opinions on the demo were that it seems to just be the original game. Like, the controls don't feel really improved. But the original's pretty good, and if they've even slightly improved the remake, if they've even slightly improved some stuff with the remake, then the remake would probably be worth picking up if you get it on a sale or something. I don't know. Several pieces of paper on the shelf that look like part of a red notebook. You love the remake. That's fair enough. August 20th. Seems like a folklorist named Ryozo Munokata was studying about the various rituals passed down at the Muro mansion. He supposedly left a book of research, but I can't find it anywhere. I wonder if there's a copy in a library somewhere. August 30th. I still can't find the book. I'll have Koji Ogata from the editing department do a search for it. I doubt he'll be able to find it though. Wait, seriously? I was not aware of that. That's kind of a weird reward. Hey, you finished the remake. Here's the original game for finishing everything in the remake. That's weird. It's cool, but like, I think it's weird that you have to 100% the game to get that. PSN version. I've got it on PSN. Okay, this door's locked. What is it locked with? Nailed shut. Okay. Slowly and steadily, we make progress. Not the little door. The little people. There's a map, there's a door there, and then this door. Army room. Anteroom, fireplace. Yeah, I feel like that room's going to be important, so I want to check this room over here. Sliding screen paper is torn. I can see into the room, rows of books, and the library. Small doors. My greatest enemy. There's a roll of film. That's a weirdly large closet. Stairs there. Where would this lead to? Walkway. No, it's not a room we've been to. Which suggests is the other way not progress? Hmm. A balcony? There was a shadow over there in the library. Alright, progress. So slow on the camera.
There are rock marks on my body. Just like
Koji Kondo? Several pieces of paper, looks like a notebook. August 27th. The more I find out about the Himuro mansion, the creepier it gets. I'm sure it's the perfect subject matter for Mr. Takamine's next book, but to be perfectly honest, I don't like this assignment one bit. It gives me a bad feeling. There's no way I want to go to that mansion, but it's my job, right? I guess I'll have to go, and I wouldn't want to waste the chance to work with Mr. Takamine just because of a little bit of uneasiness either. It doesn't help that I have this sixth sense for the supernatural either. There's such a thing as knowing too much sometimes. If you know you have a sixth sense and it's not just a bad feeling, why did you come here? Sweet sauce all over my body. What? Okay, where is this? The mirror here. Level medicine. Door is stuck. Candle. I feel like the Project Zero 2 remake on Wii having a more Resident Evil 4 style camera is probably good for controls but bad for suspense. Because like the camera angles in this are creating so much suspense. But they're making the controls a little more awkward than they have to be.
Mafuyu. Wait.
Damn it. Shit. On. I am not good at this. Camera controls are not great for me. It's probably going to be a big thing that I'll want to expand the range here. Widens the capture circle, the range for capturing ghosts. I'll probably want to sort that out. It says it's the 18th of June. Is that the actual date in the game? Because that's weird, because it's the 17th today. Marks on the wall, and I didn't read that, damn it. It is kind of spooky. Wait, is it going off the PS2 clock? Oh god, one of those weird Japanese halls with like 3 sets of sliding doors. Is that a shrine? Yeah, this is on PS2. Playing it with the actual PS2 controller. Look at that. Look at the DualShock 2. Look at that. Ain't it cool? It might be. I don't know when I last checked the clock on this. Another red notebook scrap. September 10th, 8 PM. I clearly saw the image of a woman in front of the mirror near the entrance. She had long hair and a white kimono. There were ropes tied to her arms and legs, and she dragged them along when she walked about. I think I heard Koji talk about something like that too. There's something very wrong about this mansion. Did Ape Escape not play on the PS3? It's weird, because Ape Escape played on my PS3, because I've got Ape Escape on disc. I'm sure it played on my PS3. It's been a while since I've played it, because I tried it out and then didn't play it again. Made sure the disc worked and then didn't play it again after I bought it. But, Okay. Type 14 film. Woody's nailed to the window. The disc does work, doesn't play it. Oh, you're talking about me. I thought you were talking about yourself. What about this one? Woody's nailed to the window. This should lead back to the hall, but it was boarded shut. Old book of rice paper is written in charcoal ink. The mystery of the rope maiden. Among the few documents found on the ritual, mention of the rope shrine maiden is made many times. Her arms, legs, and neck are bound by 5 ropes. However, no documents discuss the role she plays in the ritual. One theory is that she is a sacrificial lamb. I find it hard to believe that such cruel ritual was practiced. If I think on, I'll test it out. Test out my copy, Magic, and I'll get back to you on that. To be fair, that was something of a concern for me, Ninja. But, like, it's been very streamlined so far. Like, we started here, went in here to here, and then it was like, oh, we went upstairs, found nothing, came downstairs, this was shown to us. And it was like, in here, to here, and then back here, and then back here, to put the thing on, then back out here, up the stairs, and then checking these rooms out, and then now we're here. It's actually been a lot simpler than you would have thought. I think the difference is, since I'm the one playing it and you guys are just watching it, I'm keeping a better sense of spatial awareness in my head. And you guys don't really have to pay attention to that. Something wrapped around the handle, it won't move, it looks like hair. Ugh. That gives me the shivers. Yeah, so far... Shit, it's behind me. So far, it's actually been really simple. Like, the exploration has been really simple. That peeves the poltergeist. Okay, one more shot. Here we go. Like, yeah, it's got a good sense of atmosphere. Real spooky. Not overly complicated. Which is probably a good thing. And the main trouble with it so far is controls. Okay, this is where we came down here. This is where we saw our brother. What is this? Old news article. On the night of 3rd, the police received a report that 4 children failed to return home after 9 PM. There is an old superstition surrounding villages about children being snatched away by ghosts, and some villagers indeed suspect this is what has happened to the 4 kids. There's a crack in the wall, I saw it. Look at that. I can't comment on that, that's serious. Just paint over the walls. Get over the walls, I'll stop the ghosts. Back to the 7 film. Been an hour and a half. On the 13th day of the 12th month, a maiden cut off from the outside world, 3,669 long days, shall be torn apart to provide power to the rope. Cut off from the outside, that's a little over 10 years. How do you keep somebody cut off for that long? And since it's for ritual purposes, you know that if they get out in some way, it's going to ruin the ritual and you have to start again. September 11th, 6:30. I saw that woman in the white kimono again. She's trying to tell me something. She knows I have this special sense for ghostly things. The woman's name is Kyrie. So it's Kyrie, huh? I shouldn't get any closer than this. I don't want to get any closer. I'm scared. And the Spirit Stone. What's going on with this? What? Sealed by the talisman. So rip the talisman off? It's a very slow-paced game. I'm kind of surprised, actually, at how slow-paced it is. We've taken out, like, 4 ghosts in the entire time we've been doing this. Back notebook. September 13th, 9:30 AM. We found Ogata's body. His head, hands and feet were strangled off. What happened to him is just like the strange death that occurred here long ago. There was a photo of Ogata near him. In it, there was something that looked like ropes on his neck, arms and legs. I wonder if this has anything to do with the rope shrine maidens and the legends around here. The girls that had ropes tied to their neck, arms and legs too. September 13th, 12:10 PM. Tomoe is acting strangely. She's been mumbling nonsense all morning. Something about ropes and mirrors. Can't blame her for going to pieces though, after seeing what happened to Ogata. Down shitload more to go. The real problem in stuff like this is never the shitload, it's the one that's caused it all. Give thanks to the 5 gods' protection. Place the stone representing the 5 mirrors in the correct location. Okay, so I'm gonna need something for that. Yeah, Japanese ghost, it's always one ghost that's caused a lot of other ghosts. But if the big ghost that caused the others is dealt with, then the other ghosts go free. Usually how it goes. Yeah, I play PS2 games at this point on an actual PS2 for the stream. Mostly because it's just more reliable than PS3. The PS3 I have is not one of the backwards compatible ones. That's the crest. We get a look at that's the crest, isn't it? Yeah, get a picture of this from further away, see if we can make out what's actually going on. No, that's the same picture. It makes no sense to me from this angle. Yeah, the PS3 I have isn't one of the ones that will play PS2 discs. So playing PS2 games off there, all I've got is the PS2 classics. And those are really unreliable. Yeah, it's all the same picture. Okay, now I don't know where to go. I don't feel like I've gotten anything, but we've not been around here. Let's see what this door is locked with, I guess. That's all I've got left. Ask the ghost for directions. Somehow I don't think the ghosts are very talkative. Just very murdery. There's a lion down here. Okay, here's a door. The map says it's locked. There are buttons with characters. This device must open the door. The engraving underneath is gouged, can only read some. Shinto ritual strangling held on the day of. Am I supposed to understand Japanese? Am I supposed to understand Japanese numbers? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shinto ritual strangling held on the day of. I have a file on that. Still haven't taken my shoes off. Thirteenth day of the 12th month. 1312? And then try and figure out which is which. Okay. Alright, that's all the combinations I can think of. Is the trick here that I'm actually supposed to understand the Japanese characters? Shinto ritual strangling held on the day of. I'll look into this. Make sure I'm not actually supposed to know the... Yeah, we seem to be dropping frames a bit. I'm going to use this opportunity to take a look at this. I don't think so. What I'm going to look up now is whether or not I need to know the Japanese symbols. Okay, here's a post on Neoseeker from 2002. Back yet? Up and down. Left. Okay. Seems like we're alternating between and. Yeah, frames. God damn it. Up and down and all around. Okay. Yeah, let's go through all the files though, just to make sure. No. 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 I read that? I don't remember reading these. There it is. I don't remember reading this, but it seems you're right, Clem. Okay, so this is what we're after. I'm gonna take a picture of this. There we go. Got the notes. That should be what I'm after. Try stopping and restarting the stream. One of those cases of stopping and restarting the stream and the stream just won't start. For all you folks on the YouTube side, this is exclusive content. Entire saga. Okay. Is it working again? Are we back? It looks like we're back. Yeah, we seem okay. Is everybody getting okay? We're getting this fine? Yeah, you guys getting good? Awesome. So while that was going on, sorry about that whole thing. You go over there then. Yeah, sorry about that whole thing. Don't know what happened. I stopped the stream, restarted it. It seemed fine now. While it was happening, I decided to look through all the files. These research notes, I'm pretty sure we hadn't read before. August 20th, Mr. Takamine needs background material for his next work. There's a book about Himuro Mansion by a certain folklorist, and I'm supposed to look for it. A book about Shinto rituals and legends from every part of the country. Author, Ryozo Munakata, title is unknown. August 22nd, I can't find the book, but I did some checking on the folklorist, and I found he moved into Himuro Mansion to do research on it. After some certain event, he and his whole family disappeared. I couldn't find the book, but I found a news article from that period about it. It's a small missing persons story, but it might be helpful as background material. What's up, Magic? September 10th, 11 AM. It looks like the earthquake last month and the murders in that village have something to do with Himuro Mansion. This stuff is probably all going into Mr. Takamine's next book. He really seems to be into the subject matter. His output rate should be good. September 10th, 4 PM. The entrance door is broken. When in the world did that happen? Won't open. I had to find another way out. September 11th. I haven't been feeling well since 2 nights ago. Actually, it's more like ever since Tomoe took my picture. What in the world does the rope in this photo mean, I wonder? Repeat. Right, let me check on my side. It seems fine on my side. Maybe try pausing and unpausing. It's weird how often that'll fix stuff on the stream. And if not, try refreshing, we'll still be here. And shouldn't miss much magic. I don't remember these. Pretty sure we didn't read them. And then this one, September 10th, 1:10 p.m. There seems to be a few devices in this mansion that are engraved with old characters. When I asked Mr. Takamine about them, he said they correspond to numbers. I understand the first few. They're the old characters from numbers 0 through 3, but I don't get the rest. They're characters that have the same meanings as 4 through 9, but mean something different. And there it all is. I guess each one has a special meaning. I'll figure out the rest later. And there's the solution. I don't remember getting these files. But I took a picture of that on my phone. See it there? So, we should be fine for this. We'll try those combinations I did earlier again. I'm pretty sure I have the answer for this. It was just about knowing which button to press. Okay, so that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the problem. I had the right idea in the wrong direction. Okay, so 1, 3, 1, 2. No. I don't know if Japan has writes their date the same as we do, or whether the same way the Americans do. For us, the 13th month of the 12th, the 13th day of the 12th month would be 13/12. For America, it'd be 12/13. I don't know if Japan does that as well. Okay. So try 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've been doing this wrong. God damn it. This isn't 1, this is 0. 1, 3, 1, 2. I had the right idea the entire time, I just had to figure out how to apply that idea. As is often my problem. But we're finally making progress again. Partly burnt piece of paper on the shelf looks like an old news article. The girl who's been missing for 3 days in the Himoto mountain area and rumoured to have been snatched away by ghosts has been found by a local man. She is fatigued but in good health. The police plan to wait for her recovery and ask her about the 3 other children. The girl's parents have also been missing. The girl's parents have also been missing the day after her disappearance. The police is currently looking for a foster home for the girl. Okay, I won't read out loud all that well, but you know what? Sometimes it's not that I'm just reading wrong, sometimes it's that it's written wrong. Powerful presence at the back of the room. Yeah, that's worrying. That camera angle's worrying. That can't be what we're after. Doesn't seem to be anything. Doesn't seem to be anything on Jaws. Check again. There's more. There's paper. Disaster called the Calamity. Long ago, great tragedy struck this region. One legend calls this event the Calamity from the sky, but reveals no detail regarding the disaster which unfolded. A brief description of the event is as follows. The mirrors kept in the 5 shrines broke, and the dead returned from hell. I wonder what sort of disaster it must have been, because the passage can't be literal. Seems like a normal table. Check it again. No, it's actually a knife. Wasn't a table at all. Be a ghost down there, isn't there? That's a person. This is bothering me. Okay, I didn't actually see anything there, but I've just figured out what it was. This. The picture wasn't what was behind the door. The picture was where the ghost holding the door sealed was. That's what it was. And now we've made progress, so now the question is, when's the next spook? It all makes sense once every piece is on the board. Down to the left. Do we even know this character's name? Oh yeah, I have stuff here. Slow opening doors. It makes every one of them feel really tense, especially after that one ghost jumped through them. That we opened the door and there was a ghost there. Like, ever since that, the slow opening the doors makes them feel really tense. Okay, so that door should be open now. No more talisman, the force that was holding the door shut is gone. The interesting thing about the doors like that is, the doors open, but you walk through them. You push her forward. So that door's locked. Oh, that always bodes well. Yeah, there's a talisman on it. Right. God damn it. What room is this? Cherry Atrium. Thanks, Magic. Thanks for joining us, buddy. You take care, man. Guessing by kill some endangered species, you mean you're playing more Tomb Raider? Ghosts don't bleed. September 13th, 3 PM. Tomoe's condition is getting worse and worse. She can't stop shaking and she keeps mumbling the same words over and over. Don't know if what's happening is anything supernatural or not, but in any case, I think we'd better leave as soon as possible. Okay, sweet. Good luck with your Tomb Raider stream, Magic. If you're streaming when I finish later, I'll see about popping in and saying hi. But if I don't, good luck with your Tomb Raider stream. Tomoe is in such bad shape she can't even move. I guess I'll have to look for a way out of here myself. Even if we waited for help, I doubt anyone would even come looking for us. That's not worrying. The blood leads down. You too, buddy. Take care, man. That's another talisman door. No, I want to take a look at the photos. If there's one thing that always bothers me, it's when a ghost like this is called the Seductress. Because you know that whatever happens is going to be horrible. With it being Japanese folklore as well, it's probably not any actual seduction. It's just some kind of luring into a really horrible death. Woman in atrium. There's your problem, ninja. Does this lead out? Because, like, there's the exit. Where does this lead? That's not an exit. That is some kind of... probably a shrine or something. Let's take 2.
September 11th, 8:16 p.m. We looked all over the mansion, but we still couldn't find Koji. While true that this mansion is huge, I'm certain we would have found him by now. Could we have already left? He's been saying something about more ropes since we took some photos yesterday.
Alright, what's this? Another broken crest. Japanese mansion like this, probably surrounded by these high walls on like every side. What is it I'm looking at? Nothing. Plus, surrounded by these high walls. Everywhere except where there's an actual exit. Plus, this is a mountainous region. We jump over one of those walls, who knows what's on the other side. And this probably doesn't lead outside. Oh well, fuck me, right? Red cassette. The ropes are invisible, but they are there. That was probably horrible. You know, if it wasn't for the fact of this game getting a bunch of sequels, and Project Zero 2 has a really good reputation, the first game feels very similar to a bunch of other Japanese horror games on PS2. Like Kuon, if you've ever seen Kuon. Which, is weird and kind of more about telling the story of a weird ritual. And like the pacing feels really slow and stuff like that. I'm surprised, like it said we've only driven 6 ghosts. Oh yeah, PS2 has a lot of stuff you'll have missed.
September 12th, 9 a.m. I found Koji. His death was just like the one in the mountain village. His head and limbs were severed. I can't believe what's happening.
That doesn't look good. Yeah, there's so much on the PS2, there's a lot of stuff I think everybody missed. What's that? It's one of the main reasons why PS2 collecting PS2 games and just playing PS2 games can be so interesting. Because, like, one of my favourite things about the PS1 era is 3D in the PS1 era was such an experimental time. Because nobody had a definitive idea of what you could do with 3D. And it was really interesting. PS2, you could argue, is just as, if not a little more interesting. Because the tech was better, but the cost of development wasn't as high as it had become in the HD era. Which meant they could do weird stuff for a lower cost without, you know, like always coming across as super budget. The water wheel. It makes PS2 a really interesting thing to check out. Okay, remember, we're looking for a shelf of dolls. I wonder how long this game is. Oh, look at the lighting on that. That's good. Look at that. That's good lighting. I feel like horror games are essentially what gave us the like as good lighting as we used to today. Like, let's not forget Doom 3. Oh, this is the dolls. I thought this was the water wheel. Yeah, let's not forget Doom 3, which was all about his lighting engine. The stuff like this and Silent Hill 2 with the localized lighting focused around flashlights. And stuff like that, which exists entirely to show the light off. I wonder where this goes. Well, there's the dolls. Busted ass floor. Double piece of paper, the red notebook. September 12th, 1:45 p.m. My sixth sense is telling me some children are playing here. I can't see them, but they keep calling to me. They're playing tag or hide and seek, maybe. They might be the children in that photo. September 12th, 4:30 p.m. There were human heads in that room, so many of them. They were cut off by the Himuro family master. They were all trying to tell me something. Never should have come here. I should have trusted that sixth sense of mine. You should never trust a room full of dolls. Never good news. Oh, the spirit stone. There it is. That doesn't bode well. on. These ghosts are getting tougher. Can't move. Come on. Hey Teak, how you doing? So I want to make a point there. The laughter, which in all essence was really creepy, did not come off as creepy to me because that's the laughter you hear around the Rare logo at the start of Diddy Kong Racing. So that laughter, instead of triggering me to be all like, oh god, child laughter, it's so creepy, was just a case of me immediately seeing Diddy Kong flying around the Rareware logo. It was literally the same laugh. Like the same set of laughs. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh god! It's a fighty ghost. Why can't... Shit. Because its head isn't where it's supposed to be. Ugh. Joke's on you, you made me remember Diddy Kong Racing. Oh god, Diddy Kong Racing. You just curl up into the fetal position. How much more film do I have? 20. It might be a good idea to load the stronger film for a while then. Diddy Kong Racing's pretty good. But, you know, Diddy Kong Racing was fucking hard. And in some cases, just unfair. I still got that ghost. Is that Takamine? Takamine-sensei? Yeah, I think I've said that before. The cheat lets you play adventure mode with 2 people, and then you have one person collect the coins and another actually do the race. September 14th, 10 AM. That woman that Tomoe called Kyrie looks just like the descriptions of the rope shrine made in the legends. There's a strong resemblance too between the way Tomoe and Ogata died and the manner of the deaths in the folklore. So that woman is the rope shrine maiden? Is she? Yeah, maybe the mirrors mean something. Maybe the mirrors are fast travel points. Where am I? Stairs, locked door, wherever this goes. I want to zoom out. Look how big this place is. It doesn't look too big, but when your character walks this fast... You know what? I'm loading the cheap film back into my camera if we're going to be dealing with those. I'm not wasting the good film on them. Good film's for fighting ghosts. What's this? This. Red notebook scrap. A mirror. The mirror is breaking. Smash. A broken mirror, people on the floor, all over the mansion. So many people. All those people. What are they running from? And then at the end, with such desperate looks on their faces, something's coming this way. From deep within the mansion, a coldness. It's colder than anything I've ever felt. I don't know anymore if this is a dream or real. That's disconcerting. We go back outside. Oh, it's so cold. It must be oh wait, no, the air conditioning's on. That's my health. Yeah, let's use some herbal medicine then. Okay. Blood in the water. Don't stop on the very thin wooden bridge. Blood in the water. Da, 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 da. Oh god, not the ghost hands. That's not how these things work, Ghost. You're supposed to disappear when I turn around. On. Fuck. Damn it. Stop on the very thin bridge. See where that gets you in life. Ah, shit. These controls are killing me, man. Hey, that's it. It's weird that it does this for every ghost, and it suggests that there aren't actually that many ghosts. Red audio tape number 4. Listen carefully, because there isn't subtitles.
Since we met that girl, I've seen many strange visions. All the ghosts in the mansion howl and scream at me. I don't think they'll ever let me out of this mansion. I don't even know how long I can hold on to my sanity. Anyway, I'm leaving this tape. If ever someone listens to this, please tell me what has happened to me. But still, I hope it's just a dream.
I'm still in a dream. Snake Eater. Would a Japanese ghost believe you if you told them that they're dead? Would it matter? It really doesn't seem like they interact much with the living beyond, you know, trying to make them the same way. What a thrill when darkness and silence and night. A little girl in a white kimono keeps pleading to me. Can't keep my mind focused, but her voice rings in my head and won't leave. What does she want me to do for her? Can't even get out of this mansion anymore. Broken. 5 pieces. The mirror. Tell Mr. Takamine the way to break the curse. We need to find the 5 pieces of the mirror. Okay, so this is the same thing. Chosen Maiden purifies. Chosen Maiden purifies. Does that sound familiar to any of you? Does it sound familiar to me? Red notes. Add those. That. Hmm. Fill up my heart, but you're so supreme. Brand new, brand new. Starting to get warmer. Probably open up the window. Hopefully it stopped raining. So we use the article. We might do. She's the one that said it feels like she's in a dream. Give my life, not for honor, but for you. Snake. In my time, there'll be no one else. Yeah, we did that. I have no idea what the clues for this is. Purify Maiden. Chosen Maiden purifies. The Chosen Maiden purifies. These doors are locked. Snake Eater, I'll always keep you going. Fun fact, Cynthia Harrell, who sang Snake Eater, also sang the credits theme for Symphony of the Night. Okay, so there's an upstairs section that we didn't go to. Let's try that. Oh, that's interesting. Square isn't a button that you hold to run. It's a button that makes you run when you press it. Okay, maybe we'll find something up here that'll give us the answer. Oh wow, she'll run up the stairs fast. Saw something shining over here. It's a boarded up door. Old book of rice paper on the ground, written in charcoal ink. Legend of the Holy Mirrors, the Mirrors of the 5 Gods. The Holy Mirrors, held in 5 shrines in this region, are most commonly known as the Mirrors of the 5 Gods. Legend tells that the 5 gods, before leaving this land, created these mirrors as a means of protecting the village. Some legends mention another mirror. The story is that when all 5 of the mirrors were used together to fend in a ritual to... The story is that all 5 mirrors were used together in a ritual to fend off a huge disaster. Whether this was the calamity or not is unknown. It's not mentioned whether the ritual... It's not known whether the ritual mentioned above is related to the one formed by the Himuro family, but there is the correlation of the mirrors. However, the actual existence of the legendary Holy Mirror, one complete mirror, has not been confirmed and is not known what the legend is based on. So the mirrors have got to be the key. The mirrors have got to be what we need to get out. Old news article, the girl who was being found after 3 days of mysterious disappearance has been adopted. Mr. Hinasaki, a close friend of Mr. Ryozu Munakata, also missing, will adopt the girl. The girl's parents were missing even after she returned, so the police was looking for a foster home or adoptive family. The girl does not remember anything from her disappearance, and the other 3 children are still missing. Interesting, but we still don't have anything to do progression. Small doors. Munakata was the writer. Does Mira look different? This is nailed shut. What do we got on the map? And up there. Oh, that leads back there. It's the same small door. It's weird how many of these rooms are right next to each other but not connected at all. Like, you think as the layout of how a house should be, all these rooms right next to each other with no connection, requiring you to go around the entire house to get from one room to the next room. There's gotta be something. What was that? Controller's rumbling slightly for some reason in that one spot. That hair. No, good. That'd really bother me if it was. It's gotta be this door, there's no other progression. Is it in one of the research notes? Purify Maiden. The numbers have special meanings. What if it's not a number I'm looking for, but the meaning? Girl in a white kimono. Woman's name is Kyrie. Sorry for the lack of actual talking here, I'm just trying to figure this out based on what we've got. I'm not entirely sure we've got something for this. But if we haven't, I don't know where we go next. Thanks, Ninja. My stones. God damn it. That's gotta be it. Maiden cut off from the outside world for 3,669 days. Chosen Maiden purifies 3,369. There it is. It was the other half of the earlier solution. I can't believe that took me so damn long. Jeez. You just gotta keep going through the files. It's the same trick as Resident Evil. A lot of the time, on your first time through Resident Evils, the answers to puzzles are in your files.
I must hurry. I'm beginning to show rope marks.
That's Takamine. Audio tape. A blue tape. Let's try this.
September 12th, 3:20 p.m. I know this sounds crazy, but there's something here besides us in this mansion. I've seen it myself. It was a woman in a white kimono. Something is definitely happening here. Have we unknowingly awakened something? Or perhaps we've been lured here to die?
That's a worrying thought. It's just the case I should have kept that number in my head. We never used it, but it was clearly important. I'm honestly disappointed in myself for taking that long on it. Okay, we're almost at 11. And the save points in this game have been very few and far between. We'll play to the next save point, I guess. Take a look at the map. Yeah, we'll play to the next save point. It's like, you remember, okay, here was the last save point, it doesn't look that far. But from here, we went into this area, then here, back in, and then it was here, 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 and then finally here. And that took a bunch of time. We'll play till the next one, next save point. Honestly, pretty interesting. Interesting stuff.
Tell him what?
On. Damn it! That's a lot of health. Those ghosts can move when they wanna. Okay, one more shot. Should be it. It's interesting stuff, and I've got to say, like, the spooky factor has kind of worn off a little for me. The spooky factor has kind of worn off a bit for me, but I'm still pretty interested in what's going on, and that's good. Definitely do the speed there. There's still a little bit of tension when doors open and when I'm slowly walking through a room. But considering we've been playing this for over 2 hours now and there's not been many ghosts, it seems like it's trying to be a very different kind of horror experience than it seems from the start. And maybe Project Zero 2 is a little more forward with its horror. But this so far feels like the horror is... Why can't I get that? Feels like the horror is an extra piece of the story or something, I guess. It's probably not a good way of putting it. Excuse me. September 14th, 8 PM. In the materials Tamura gathered for me, there is a paragraph about 5 pieces of mirror passed down through the Himuro family for generations. These pieces were said to seal off the Hellgate and protect the region from great disaster. They might have something to do with the current hellish situation. 5 holy mirrors in shrines around the area all broke in a small earthquake the other day. When I heard about it, it gave me the idea for this next work of mine. I think I brought a news article about it with me when I came here. It says there were only 5 holy mirrors in existence. But according to some legends, there is another, the true holy mirror. Folklorist also mentions this in his research documents, the ones I found here in the mansion. I think I dropped the research documents somewhere when I was trying to escape that cursed woman. Here are my theories. I think that the 5 mirrors that were destroyed in the earthquake the other day had the role of watching over the true holy mirror. I don't think it was the earthquake that broke the 5 mirrors in the shrines. I think it was a signal that the seal on the Hellgate that the Himoru true holy mirror provides had broken for some reason. 5 mirrors were trying to warn us. That's interesting. Kind of weird. Like, there's always the tension when you open the doors. But beyond that, it feels like a lot of the other stuff has faded. Because it was front-ended with a lot of stuff. And since then, it's kind of really slowed down. And the exploration and the mystery has taken a larger focus. Yeah. Not a bad idea. And I'm interested in the... I'm interested in the mystery. Well, that's one thing Japanese horror is usually pretty good for, the lack of jump scares. Because it tends to be more psychological. A lot of Japanese, specifically Japanese style horror doesn't do that. Resident Evil is kind of an exception, because Resident Evil is deliberately American styled. I know that place. Lanterns on a bridge. I don't know that place. Moto Family Crest probably unlocks the door, but it won't work. Only 4 stones in the 5 holes. Need 1 more. Box of film. There's an invisible wall here. And there's nothing actual, there's no visible obstacle. I just can't go over there. Have I seen that before? Lanterns and bridge. This is the only outside-ish area we've had, unless it's here. Alright, let's go. Also, than pressing forward in games like this, it's the backtracking that builds tension for me. Especially when nothing happened when we pressed forward. The idea, and Resident Evil does this fairly well, it's its most effective horror tactic, which isn't something it does consciously, it's all in my head. The idea of going back through areas. What if there's something there now? Come on. There we go. Resident Evil 1 feels kind of effective with it, but once you take out the zombies in the mansion, there's nothing to replace them until the hunters appear. And the hunters don't appear subtly. So you know when that happens. Resident Evil 3 makes the push, and it is a jump scare in a few occasions the first time you play it. Of enemies repopulating areas or stuff like, oh, there's a car here, a zombie's bust out of the door. Yeah, fuck the hunters. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, I'm really not fond of hunters. The eerie music is weird because it's room specific. You notice it's gone again? I think this is where we want. I think I checked the map. Nice, I think it's room specific. Row of garden lanterns. Gotta be this. But then we got a lighter. Alright. Last piece. That felt like a waste of time. Like, go forward to hit a roadblock to go back to an area you've already been to. To get one piece. Oh, that's fucked up. God damn it. To get one piece to progress. That felt like a waste of time. Let's get back. Has it just wasted my time? Oh shit. A ghost without a cutscene? What? Weird. If that one ghost fight was the point, Then they could have just put that on the way there. Like, backtracking isn't a bad thing. Don't pad your game with it. Don't pad your game with it so obviously. Alright, save. Okay, so we have an objective we know what we're going to go for. I think this is probably a good place to end it. I'm getting very warm. I want to open the window. Gonna do that after the stream. Anything? Nope. Cool. It's been interesting. Not as scary as I expected. It did well with its atmosphere and the regular unsettling later on. If I get to a point where if it gets hot enough that I'm taking my shirt off, the camera won't be on because I'll get banned from Twitch if it is. But it starts with a good atmosphere. There's some really unsettling stuff. Camera angles, ghosts in places you can't get to, that kind of thing. It's interesting. It's kind of dropped a lot of that for the progression of mystery and the exploration. It feels like the writer and his assistants are actually going through the main bulk of the horror game. And we're just kind of checking out a weird place. Not necessarily a bad thing, not the horror game I expected. Which could be good, who knows. But yeah, it's going to do it for tonight. Been interesting. I'm glad I've started playing this. We'll continue this, definitely, at some point. Yeah. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody who joined the stream. Big special thank you to everybody who joined the chat. That'd be Star, Flame, Ninja, Magic, Teak. We'll be back either tomorrow or Friday. I'll post details on Discord. In the meantime, let me see who is online. Magic is currently online streaming Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation, so I want to go and raid him. Cool dude. He usually streams without a mic, but he does respond to people chatting in the chat. He's a cool dude. Like he'll talk and interact with people in the chat. He doesn't always talk on mic. He has anxiety. Cool dude, plays cool games. He's done stuff in the past like 100% run of Vice City, which is crazy. There's a who 100% Vice City. Regularly does Monster Hunter. If anybody's interested in that, I feel like that's an ongoing progression game that you don't see that much, or certainly not as much as other continuous progression games. But yeah, we're gonna go and raid Magic Core. So if everybody's interested in that, once again, I want to thank everybody who joined the stream. Big special thank you to everybody who joined the chat. Thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. Catch you later, guys.